Hello, in today's demonstration, I am going to apply more paint to the small brayer study from last week's lesson, and I'm going to apply the paint in a structural way, almost sculpture, like low bas relief, and that's called impasto, which means like pasta, like thick. So I'm going to stay in the neutral tones. I'm going to intentionally leave my turquoise underpainting showing through. And at the end, I may add some light phthalo green. And I'm primarily going to be working with the angled palette knife, this mini flat palette knife. I may bring in the smaller triangular one. Okay, so I'm going to build up thicker layers of paint. And I think I'm going to start right here. That was a different color, but I'm going to go with this Mars yellow. And I'm going to use this flat palette knife. So no water. Okay, so what happens is this appear dimensionally, it's on top of these other, I'm just going to call them rectangles there. I can do some sgraffito. There was sgraffito below. I can do some more if I want. I'm going to go for this. I think it's either a Naples yellow. I'm going to go with titanium, unbleached titanium on top of there. Okay, now using my angled palette knife, again, I get a blob of paint. I'm going to hold it. I like to put my index finger on top and very little pressure, low 45-degree angle, and pull. That paint will just pull right off. My angled palette knife. I'm going to try and bring it in close to that orange line right there. I'm going to leave this Naples yellow alone. Okay, I can also carve in, call that excavation. At this point, I'm just going to play with this, and it's going to become a different painting. I'm going to see where this takes me. Almost like creating a mosaic, bringing blocks of paint closer to each other. Still using that low 45-degree angle to pull the paint off of my palette knives. I think it's good to work on a piece that you kind of don't care about. I liked this one before, but I just want to practice manipulating paint with the palette knife, getting these nice crisp edges. Okay, I'm going to bring in a warm gray. Okay, and now I think I'm going to, just for a little pop, add in the phthalo green. And I think I'll do impasto with a brush. So again, I just get a big, I haven't used any water here, a thick blob. You'll have a little more control probably with the brush than the palette knife. Same thing, it's that low 45-degree angle, light touch, pulling the paint off. Okay, so I still, it's, boy, it looks like a mosaic. Um, Thick, chunky, I call it yummy paint, almost like mosaic pieces. So I think working with a small study or an old painting, part of it that you don't like, is good just to get comfortable with how to apply and manipulate thicker paint and bring it in close to previous layers of paint. And I still have my original thin, somewhat transparent original blue turquoise paint, which creates a sense of depth. Okay, I think I'm going to stop there, but I could add even more layers. I could come back and change some of these colors. I could dry brush on top of this texture here and pick up on those ridges. But I think this gives you a pretty good idea of building layers with impasto, some dry brush, more structural paint, palette knives, and no water.